In this class, we're going to create mountains for our scene. To do that, let's go to the new layer and let's create mountains. Okay, so now I have my mountains layer ready. Let's get back to our lasso tool. So you can choose polygonal lasso tool, and from here you can just create some random shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be just some random shape because we're going to create a rocky mountain. Okay, I have my mountain created. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the paint bucket tool here. I'm going to choose something which is dark brown or almost black, and then I'm going to fill in the color. So when you do that, make sure you don't deselect it. So I'm going to create a new layer and I'm going to name this as mountains shade. So we have a sun, so the reflection or the rays from the sun is going to fall on the mountains, and we're going to have some shades. So if you see, this is my mountain and this is my shade. So right now I don't have anything on the shade, so I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the light-ish orange color, and then I'm going to go to the brush. So let's increase the size of the brush. Okay, so this is my sun. So what I'm going to do is the sun is here, so you're just going to have some effects over here like this, and you have some effects over here like this, and the same goes over here. Okay, now make sure to save your document. So once this is done, what we can do is you can press Ctrl D to deselect it. Now you can see that this is our mountain shade, this is the mountains, this is the sun, and this is the sky. So we have everything set up. So what I need to do now is I need to create shadows for my mountains. So since the sun is here, the shadows are going to be opposite side of the sun. So I'm going to use the polygonal lasso tool here and then cut out the places where the shadows are going to be. So this is sun, the shadow is going to come somewhere around like this. So make sure to go deep so that you can get the perfect edit. The sun is here, so we're going to have some shadow on the other versions too, which is this one. Let's delete that. I can see that I have this version too, so I'm just going to connect with this thing. Okay, the shadow is going to fall on the sun too. Let's delete that. And I have a small version here, so I'm going to cut this one too. Let's delete that. And let's get back to this one. And the shadow is going to fall on this one. And then same goes for this. The shadow is going to fall on this. And now the final mountain. So we create this. And then hit delete. Now save your document. Now you can see that we have the mountains and it has some shadows too. So let's select the mountain shade and the mountains together and group them. Press Ctrl G to group it. Just double click the name. I'm going to call this as mountains. Okay, so we have the mountains. So you can see this is the mountains, and inside that we have the mountain glow, the shade, the mountain background, and we have the sun and the sky. Great. So in the next class, we're going to see how we can add clouds to our document.